And we have done the comeback on the first day of the season.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome to the first division of Portuguese football here with Santa Clara. We're going to be starting a new season. We are staying put for now, but I mean, the one thing I have to show you is the insecure jobs list. The KA job is right there. I mean, they are probably a few games away from being sacked, and if that job comes up at the start of a new season next year when these 3 games are finished, you know exactly where we are going to. But we are here for at least one more episode in Santa Clara. We've got 2 games coming up today, one at home against Arouca, and then after that we go away to PTM. As you can see, their team who I have no, they weren't with us last year, but I have a feeling we must have played them at least once last season. I'm not sure why I'm thinking that, but we will be playing them today and also Arouca before that. But obviously, as it has just been summer for us, we're going to have to take a look at the transfers that we've made. We still do have a lot of the money. The wage bill has been balanced out a little bit more, but we still do have around 2 million. I think we had this issue at Leyton Orient where the kind of structure for these divisions is it's a lot of free transfers, and a few of them have been made for us. Not loads of signings have been made for us in this summer. We still have that money to be spent in the rest of the summer, and it can be saved for January if we are still here, or if a new manager comes in. At least we've generated that money for them to use. If we go to the transfer history and look at the signings that we've made, as you can see, hardly any signings made for us. We've let a few players go on free transfers, the likes of Dutcher, who was here last year. Valente was here for quite a few games. I'm not sure if there's any on the other side. Yeah, I mean Adriano, who left at the end of last season. We've got lots of money from him. Those are the types of players where we're generating money from. But we'll take a look at the players who we've signed. A lot of them on big loan fees. Just the 4 players at the moment who we have signed. First one in, Rafael Luis. We brought him in on loan from Benfica. He looks like he could be a real good player for us. He's got good ability already, playing in that midfield role. He's probably going to be in the Mazzala, maybe a little bit deeper if we need him to. A 5-star potential. I don't know if we have a fee on him at the end of the deal. No, we don't, by the looks of it, but he looks like he could develop into a really good player. MT has not returned. He doesn't want to come back because I think he's getting a chance in the main team for his parent club. So Rafael Luis is the replacement. For that, we need a replacement goalkeeper, and we've gone and signed Diego Foley in goal, as you can see there. Good overall choice, 26 years of age. He's had lots of experience already in various different clubs, and yeah, he's got some good abilities overall. Good replacement keeper for us in this team. Next signing we've made, Sandro Cruz on loan at left back. He's got still got some good ability to continue to develop. Very good performer. He's I don't know where he's come from actually, but he's been pushed out by the club. That's what I'm trying to say. They didn't really want him. We've decided to come and pick him up, and he looks like he could be a real decent player overall, good attributes, and I think it's been tough to find kind of that nailed on left back. We had Arouca last season, obviously, but I think Cruz could be a very good player for us at left back. Next player we brought in, finally, I'm very excited about this one. We brought in Koba, 4-star ability potential. He's already a very decent player overall, looking very good. We brought him in from Moreirense in the first division. They decided to let him go. We signed him up 400,000, so quite a bit out of the budget that we've generated. And yeah, he's played a lot of games last year in the league for them, and now we've signed him on a permanent deal, giving him a lot more time to see what he can go on and do. Probably he'll give competition because he can play in various different positions. He can even go left back if we need him to, but he will give a lot of kind of competition to these attacking players because he is able to play across all the fronts if we need him to. So a very good player there, good winger, and yeah, he should make out to be a very, very good signing for us. So not too many signs. There's still obviously time in the transfer window. We've still got just under a month left if we want to go on and kind of make more signings. But this could be the final episode very easily at Santa Clara. It's been very, very short time, but that was to be expected. We have finished that first goal, obviously, of winning promotion back to the first tier, and that KA job is right there. We're going to have to build a good squad to try and win the League Cup if it does come up. Hopefully it does. We'll have to see. Let's go and play our first game of the new First Division in Portugal. What that first goal was for, we finally made it. Let's go and play Arouca. So the team for this game against Arouca, one thing I've actually forgot to mention is that we've had quite a few players who are out on loan, and I didn't even realise that they'd gone on loan and they've come back to the club now. And there's some really, really good players in them. We've got at the back who's starting today, Atilo, as you can see there. He's still got good ability. He's been out on loan, and we're going to give him some time. Why not? We've also got Victor Bobson, who's probably the best player we have at the club. 24 years of age, he's had lots of experience. I think he's been out on loan in South Korea apparently. I don't understand why we've not had him, but I guess he's here now. He's going to be a good holding midfielder for us there, and one of our real key players by the looks of it. Really good passing on him. Overall, really good. It feels like a new signing because we've not used him, and also finally the last player, Paulo Eduardo, at the centre back. He's going to give competition to Italo at the back and Kawan as well. Them two could pair each other very, very well. But the team for today, with all those new players who we brought in, it starts with Froley in goal. We've got a backline of Cruz, Italo, Kawan and Suarez. Bobson, Luis, Serginho in the midfield. We've got Silva on the left, Almeida on the right and Safira up top. Kick-off here in this game against Arouca. I mean, the score says it all really already. I mean, 2-0 down inside 25 minutes at home. It's not the start that we want, but what can you do really, I guess. We're just trying to wait for that job to come up. If we are staying here, we are staying here. If we are staying, the goal is to we want to avoid relegation and kind of just try and just build from there. I personally would like to establish this team as kind of a mid-table team in the league, at least staying up for this season, to try and continue to go a few seasons staying up in the first division. That would be what the goal for me personally would be. I mean, the board are happy for us to keep playing this counter-attacking football. They want us to do it, in fact. Staying in the first division, avoiding relegation is what they want, so that's what they want, that's what we'll go on and do. But I mean, we are 3-0 down here inside 45 minutes. This is not the start that we want at all to this league campaign. I mean, it's probably because it's the first game on. That's why we are 3-0 down. If you know about the curse we have on here, it doesn't do as much favours, to be honest, in the first game, and especially in the first game of the season as well. I mean, we've generated more XG, more shots, I guess, but I mean, it's just not our day at all. Maybe we'll go in the next game against I forgot who we're playing now, but whoever we are playing in that next game, we will hopefully put up a bit of a better display away from home. I mean, this home game, I take it quite personally when we lose at home, and especially with the score being 3-0. I mean, when we played Benfica last year and lost 7-0, that was one of the most humbling games I've ever experienced. But 3-0 in a game where we could easily have gone on and picked up some points, it's very, very disappointing. There might be a chance to try and pick up some. Safira at the back post, and he gets our first goal here back in the first division. It's a lovely finish, to be fair, from him. He's staying amongst the goals in this first division. It does not faze him, and he gets our first goal of our campaign. I mean, I don't know why I've just praised them. I praised them for scoring the goal, but they just get very, very unhappy, to be honest. There's going to be a few changes made for us here. We'll bring off Sandro Cruz. Hasn't really had much of a pre-season with us, and we'll bring off Silva there for Cobra, who is a natural, I want to say, yeah, he's a natural right footer. I don't know how he can play left back. He must be some sort of inverted player, but yeah, we'll play him in that inverted role, see what he can do there. We have a chance from this corner here, so Silva has gone off for Cobra there, and Bruno has come on. Suarez is going to look to deliver this ball in. He stays in this team, one of our key players. Ball into the middle, no one manages to win it. Carwan gets a header on that. Now it's I don't know what's happened there. It's been pushed out by the keeper, or maybe headed out. Safira's in the middle there. He doesn't manage to win his header, and now Arouca will look to try and get this clear and counter-attack, and if we can win this ball back in the midfield, Victor Bobson, I mean, he's looking like a real key player for us. The fact he's been out on loan, I don't know how to explain it, it's crazy. It's like your best player at the club and you send him out on loan. It's interesting. Maybe I don't know. I really don't know how that can be explained, to be honest, because surely you just let him go on the permanent move. He does want to get the permanent move, and he's valued himself at 4 million, but no club is going to spend 4 million for him. So I want to keep him here, and he is going to stay here by the looks of it, because no club is willing to spend 4 million at the moment. So we've got a real key player there in Bobson in the midfield, and hopefully he can have a good season for us. Safira is through on goal here. Can he get his second of the game? Safira gets his second goal here in the game in the first division. He is staying with the goals. He knows exactly what he needs to do for us, and that is a lovely finish. And could there be an amazing comeback on the first day of the season for us here? 66 minutes, we are within one goal now. I've taken it to 3. Okay, then never mind. We are within 2 goals now of making that comeback, but at least we've shown a good bit of character. I mean, that's what we can't take away points. We can take away a few Safira goals and say that we showed a bit of character. A bit disappointing we couldn't continue that comeback. There might still be time. We scored 2. We can obviously go on and score another 2 in a game where we are leading the XG and the possession and all that. We are 4-2 down. I don't know how this has happened, really. A ball into the middle there from Almeida, I think it was. It falls out to Carwine, and now Almeida finds himself on the ball into the middle. Carwine, it comes out to Almeida once again. Can he cut inside on his right foot? Maybe have a shot here. He goes to the edge of the box. Sarara there has the shot. It's hit the underside of the crossbar. Safira for his hat-trick. And he's so close there to getting his hat-trick and putting the score back to 4-3 within 1 goal. But we will have another chance here. It's Almeida once again from a corner. Can he deliver a better ball in this time? Someone get their head on this. Carwan at the near post. He doesn't win it. He manages to fall out to Koba here. And Koba's making a nice run with this ball. He could cut in on his right. He's going all the way. Koba on debut gets his goal. He makes it 4-3 in this game. And we're showing a bit of fight here. We're still going, trying to pull it back to 4-4. I mean, conceding 4 goals is bad, but we've scored 3 goals as well. It's not been a bad performance, to be honest, from us, and we're still alive here in this game. Could we pull off the comeback in our first game of this season, or will Arouca find another goal in this game? They're knocking it around the defense. Well, they're being patient with their build-up play, and we need to try and win this ball back and just hit them on the counter like we have been doing for most of our time here at Santa Clara. That has been the main tactic. Bobson there has won the ball back. He plays it back to Italo now, and Italo will look to try and play this ball forward. Do you think? He goes to Rafael Luis in the midfield. Luis into Sarara. Sarara into Safira. Safira could play someone through here. I think it's Almeida on that side. He plays it to Cobra instead. Koba, where can he go now? He's really good on that ball. He's had a really good display here. Luis is the wrong goal. Can he get the goal to make it 4-4? And we've done the comeback. Luis on debut. It's a day of the debut goals. And we have done the comeback on the first day of the season. What a goal that is. And now we just need to hold on. I mean, can we even go on and find one more goal? The momentum is certainly with us. And there's chance to find another goal here in this game for us. We are the opening game of the season. I don't know if we're playing on a Friday or a Saturday or whatever, but we are the first game of the season, and this is quite the display, to be honest. What were the 8 goals inside 75 minutes? What a game it has been for us, and there still might be time for one more goal. We're going to go into the added time now. 5 minutes left. Can we snatch the 3-point snatcher win? There's going to be one final minute, and the full-time whistle is going to go. And that has been a very, very eventful display. I mean, you joined at 2-0 down. It was just a poor display in that first half. 4-4 the final score. What a game that was. On to the next one. So the team for this game, off the back of that crazy game last time out, the team starts with Foley goal. We got a backline of Cruz, Eduardo today, Carwan and Suarez, Bobson, Luis, Sarara coming in. We've got Koba starting on the left today, Almeida on the right, and Safira up top. kick off here in this game against PTM. Could be one of our final games here at Santa Clara, so hopefully we can go out with a good result. But that goal early on, we've not had much fun with conceding goals in these first two games. 5 goals already conceded, and maybe this season is going to be a bit tougher than we expected. I mean, I thought we could come here and against teams like this, you've obviously got your big teams who are going to be playing this year in against Porto, kind of Benfica, Sporting, but I feel like there was games like this where we could definitely take a result, and it's just the way we start is it doesn't give us much favours. We don't do ourselves much favours, and in pre-season as well, we played Maritimo, I believe, who have been promoted alongside us, and they managed to beat us at home in the League Cup that first round. It was a very, very disappointing result for us. So at the start of this season has not been exactly what we want, but I think there's still time to build if we do stay here or if we do go on to move. I mean, the next task in hand at KA is probably going to be, I'd argue, maybe the toughest job we have out of all of the ones we've set out for ourselves. It's going to be completely different to what we're trying to do here at Santa Clara. We just had to get this promotion, but it was quite expected we would get it. But now we have something really, really different on our hands to tackle in trying to win that cup. I mean, it's a good team we're going to. They've never won it before, but cup luck is the winning a cup is very, very tough. It's a completely different goal to say trying to qualify for Europe or something like that. And for a team who are not one of the oh, what a goal that could have been! I thought I was gone straight in then, but as I was saying, for one of the teams who are kind of they've never won it before, so they've never had that experience of knowing what they have to do. It is going to be tough, but I guess we just have to go in it. At least put one season in where we get a feel for the cup and then build from there, see what we need to do. Obviously, still going to be a focus on the league, but pretty much every cup game is most likely going to be documented, and we'll just have to see how that goes and continue to build from there. But there will be a big focus on that, and also when those league games come around, if we ever do get knocked out, which for a few seasons probably will be the case, there's going to be a big focus on the team that we're building and looking at the team that we're building and seeing how we do in the league, and it'll be important to do well in the league. Good for the morale, good that we're just doing overall well in general in the league, and that's why it'll be important to document those games as well, and that will come along with managing at KA. Hopefully we do get that job. There's no guarantees of it, to be fair, but we just have to see if it does come up for us, and if it does, we would go over there, over to Iceland, to the northwesternmost club, I believe. They're the northernmost club in the whole of Iceland, I believe. Taking a look at the map, you can see on the map in the document down in the description below where they are located, very north in the middle, in the central part of Iceland, so very far away from the other first division teams. It's a long travel for them when they are having to go between the different cities and stadiums where they'll have to travel to, and also when teams come up to them. I'm not sure if they played in Europe as well. I feel like they might have done, but all of that is in the document. They might have been in some qualifiers, I believe, or something like that recently in the past few years, or maybe it might have been even this year. I'm not too sure. You'll have to go and take a look, and I'll have to go and take a look and confirm that for if we do go over there. And yeah, they're one of the furthermost teams. There was other Iceland teams we could have gone to, but just Iceland in itself are the kind of the westernmost team, but also very far north, so making it kind of the northwesternmost point in the whole of the UEFA teams and countries. So that's why we've gone there and chosen KA as the designated club that we will be going to. But if this is the final episode here in Santa Clara, it's been a good few episodes, really good team. There's been some good players. We've seen Safiri, up front. He's been really good. Some of the young boys as well at the back. It's been special to see how they do. And yeah, hopefully they can go on and continue to develop. And maybe they could be the nominated player that we do bring up to KA. Because as we said, we have to bring up a player from each previous nationality and club that we've managed at. And there's a whole kind of selection of players we could bring up. We could even bring up Bobson, who wants to go to a big club. I mean, KA in Iceland, I'm not sure if he'll be a big fan, but it would be interesting to see who we do bring up, and yeah, here at Santa Clara, we've achieved that goal, and it has been good fun to manage here and just play some really, really good football. You know, that's what it's all been about. Seeing that good football, trying this new counter-attacking tactic. I mean, I'd like to see the end of it sooner rather than later. But playing that new tactic, playing with some of these players, trying to develop them, just having and seeing some really good football on display. That's what it's been all about here at Santa Clara, and ultimately we've been able to achieve that goal. But there still could be time for some more episodes. I'm not too sure. We'll just have to see how it develops over the next few kind of games, episodes, days, whatever you'd like to consider it as, really. But in this game, 5 minutes left, not been our best display at all, really. But there might be still time for one final goal here in this game. I mean, Safira not being on, he's got injured early on in this game, has probably been the main catalyst for the reason why we are losing. But hopefully there is still time for us to salvage a result here in this game. Or is there going to be a final goal? There is, and that is a shame for us. I mean, we easily could have gone and stole the goal on the counter attack, considering that the PTM team were just really coming at us and going at us, and seeing how long we could hold off for. We could have caught them out on the counter attack. Not meant to be in this game. We're going to have 4 added minutes, and the full time whistle will go shortly. And there it is. The full time whistle goes. Yeah, I mean, we had a fun game in the first one, but not really. Not really our best performance in the second one. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.